We open on a wide shot of the volcanic landscape of Sullust, a fiery planet enwrapped in glowing molten rivers beneath thick, suffocating smoke clouds. Suddenly, the high-pitched wail of a TIE fighter cuts through the air as it races across the sky, closely pursued by a determined X-Wing. The chase intensifies as we cut to exhilarating, fast-paced maneuvers. The X-Wing expertly navigates through eruptions of gas and debris from the planet's surface. The TIE fighter makes a daring bank through a narrow canyon mere inches from disaster, yet it cannot shake its pursuer. Blaster fire erupts as the X-Wing connects two precise shots, winging the TIE fighter. Out of control, the TIE spirals toward the planet below, trailing smoke in its descent.
The TIE fighter crashes violently amidst the chaos of Sullust's battlefield. Flames, smoke, and bubbling lava paint a chaotic scene. The cockpit bursts open and the T-pilot emerges, gravely injured, limping from the wreck with a flight suit scorched by fire and a helmet cracked by the impact. Distant colossal footsteps of AT-AT walkers reverberate through the ground, blending with the cacophony of blaster fire and the desperate shouts of rebel soldiers. Twilight Company troops move strategically across the battlefield, finding cover behind flaming debris as stormtroopers unleash a relentless counterattack. An AT-ST walker erupts into flames, casting an orange glow over the battlefield. Caught in the chaos, the wounded TIE pilot stumbles forward, barely clinging to consciousness. His vision blurs. He is a ghost amidst a raging war. Some rebel soldiers from Twilight Company spot him, momentarily considering him a threat, but his silhouette spells out a story of defeat. A young soldier aims hesitantly, assessing the broken enemy, yet can't pull the trigger. The pilot collapses by the battlefield's edge near a trench as the battle continues unabated around him. A storm of conflict where survival balances between life and oblivion. We pull back to a wide shot, the endless rivers of molten lava stretching out, AT-ATs looming ghost-like in the distance, smoke trails tattooed across the vast Sullust sky. Above the volcanic world of Sullust, fire lit the sky. A lone TIE fighter screamed through the clouds, pursued by an X-Wing locked on its tail. Blaster bolts hit their mark. Smoke, flames, and then the fall. The pilot crashed into a battlefield he didn't recognize, chaos, fire, and death all around. He crawled from the wreckage, bleeding, broken, and very much alive. Blaster fire echoed, AT-AT shook the ground, rebels charged past. One of them raised a rifle and paused. This wasn't a soldier anymore, just a man, lost, alone. And as the war raged on, he collapsed into the dirt beneath two skies, one of fire and one of mercy. Amidst the chaos and destruction, the air was heavy with the smell of burning metal and scorched earth. Nearby, a massive walker towered like a menacing specter, casting long shadows across the battlefield disfigured by fire. Blackened trees stood like skeletons, their limbs reaching desperately towards an uncaring sky. The soldier-turned man stared upwards, his vision blurred by the heat and smoke, as fragments of memories danced before his eyes. Friends, comrades in arms, all gone like whispers in the wind. Heavy boots trudged past, nameless faces waging a war eternal, their cries drowned in the relentless din of combat. He felt the earth tremble beneath the advancing forces, felt it swallow the screams of life and breath that once echoed across these lands. Desperation clung to him like the ash in the air. He was nothing more than a grain of sand amidst this fever of destruction. And yet, somewhere beyond the flash of fire, there was the promise of darkness, a haunting tranquility sealed in the shadows. The fire was no longer a light, but an oppressive marker of destiny, a destiny inexorable and cruel. Closing his eyes, he succumbed to the silence within, a silence that existed beyond the kinetic fiction of war. For in the embrace of darkness, he hoped for deliverance from the savage world above. There lay a story untold, unwrapping in the silent whispers beneath the dual skies of Sullust, stories of another life, another battle unwitnessed by others, but so deeply battled within.